Hey, what is up, everybody? Whale Talk episode. I want to say 15. I want to say 15 or 14. I'm losing track here. But uh yeah, we're gonna get to Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Light wrestling week. This week. Caught up with some NXT UK. Might have some little thoughts here for that, but let us get rolling with August 12th edition of Monday Night Raw. We are here in the new Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. Sorry, a little bit congested, so sorry about that. But Seth Rollins starts it off. He says he did what he had to do to beat Brock. He told you he was going to beat Brock. Seth is feeling pretty confident these days. Seth says the moment he knew he had what it took to slay the beast. AJ, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, the OC interrupt. They get in the ring, and AJ says they wanted to be the first to congratulate Seth. But now that Seth is done with Brock, he has to worry about AJ Styles. AJ says he wants to challenge Seth and prove that he is the better champion. Seth says he's always had respect for AJ, but he doesn't anymore. Rollins says it doesn't matter how beat up he is. He does not back down from a fight. He accepts AJ's challenge. AJ extends his hand to Seth. Shake. Seth is cautious. Seth shakes his hand. Then a brief stare down, and then AJ leaves with the boys. I'm okay about this. I'm okay with AJ being in the title picture, even though he has a title already. It gives something for Seth to do, I guess, until they figure out who's going to challenge him. But we'll figure that out later on. Street Profits backstage. Still no wrestling for the Street Profits. NXT spoilers, by the way. NXT spoilers. In 3, 2, 1. Street Profits end up dropping their titles to the Undisputed Era and the new NXT tapings. Which, I don't know if that means they're finally going to wrestle, but then there's talk about now NXT being 2 hours on Wednesday nights to go against AEW, so I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of scared for the future of NXT. I am scared to death. If Vince McMahon touches NXT, it's over, man. It is over. I don't know how the storylines are going to be in NXT now because I really liked NXT being in its own universe. But now it's going to be part of, SmackDown, Raw, NXT. I'd rather not see no main roster talent pop out on NXT unless they're, going to stay over there. So, we will see. My little NXT rant there. I'll get to that more later if I can. So, Street Profits are back there. Sami Zayn interrupts him, and then he starts shit-talking Joe, saying how Joe's a pussy now, basically. Joe looks at him, he's just like, alright, let's have a match. Joe versus Sami starts it off. Sami charges off at Joe at the opening bell. Joe quickly, one shot, coquina clutch, boom, to sleep. Joe wins in about a couple seconds. This was cool for Joe. Still, I guess the Sami Zayn experiment is over. He doesn't cut promos anymore. He doesn't do anything, so that pretty much sucks. After the match, Joe, I thought this was going to be Joe babyface turn, but no, Joe is just like, fuck you fans. You guys still blame me, so Joe is still a heel. So I'm okay with that. Miz comes out for his match against Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler comes out next, but he is not in his ring gear. Ziggler is basically saying, you know how fucking Miz is a pussy. I hope he's happy. He had Goldberg do his dirty work. Basically, Ziggler says Miz screwed Miz because Goldberg injured him so much, hitting 3 spears, that now he can't wrestle. Ziggler lies, though, and he starts jumping the Miz, beats the crap out of him once the matches start. We got Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. Actually, a fun little match here. I always enjoy the matches between Dolph Ziggler and Miz. But Miz ends up tapping out Dolph Ziggler after the match. Ziggler gets on the mic, trash talks his Miz. Miz goes back in, Skull Country finale. While Ziggler still had the microphone in his hand. I thought it was kind of funny. Becky Lynch does a small interview saying her and Natty are cool and she has respect for her, blah, blah, blah. Still to come is Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles in a non-title match. Elias is in the ring. He's about to sing a song, and you know how this goes. He actually is self-aware now, and he's talking about he complains how everyone interrupts him. Elias says he wants to get it all the way now, so whoever's going to interrupt him, please come out now. No one comes out, and as soon as he's about to play, Ricochet music comes out. Ricochet comes over to Mike and says, people interrupt Elias because he sucks. Elias makes fun of Ricochet for dressing up like a comic book character. And he says he's going to embarrass Ricochet tonight. We get a random match between Ricochet and Elias, which, not bad, not bad. There was a botch here, though. I'm pretty sure there was a botch here. Yeah, it was when Ricochet, he goes to hit a running hurricanrana, but the moon scene stuff. Basically, Elias ends up flipping himself. It looks really bad. It looks horrible. Ricochet hits Elias with a kick to the head. Then Ricochet hits a sunset flip off the top rope for the 3 count. Done. Mysterio versus Andrade in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And like I said, and I will say this every time, I can watch Rey Mysterio and Andrade wrestle every single night of my life, and I wouldn't care. These guys always find a way to make it entertaining. So this match was not the best match if they had. Their best 2 out of 3 falls match is the one they had on SmackDown, where Andrade won one of the falls with the super power bomb, the fucking awesome bomb from the top rope. So, so congested. This is one. Best out of 2 or 3 falls match. Selena's at ringside, opening bell sound. Andrade immediately attacks Rey with a kick to the face. Andrade looks for a powerbomb. Rey reverses into a hurricanrana, looks for the 619, gets distracted by Zelina. This leads to Andrade rolls up Rey Mysterio. Zelina helps from ringside. Boom. 1-0 for Andrade. And then we have a great match coming in. Andrade fights back, but Rey knocks down Andrade. Rey grabs Andrade's hand, runs up the turnbuckle, hurricanrana. Usually Rey Mysterio shit. We get a fucking crazy Canadian destroyer here, only for a 2 count, where fucking Rey looked like he didn't protect his head, and he looked like he just spiked his head down. But Andrade follows it up, man. Andrade goes up. Rey goes for a frog splash, but Andrade blocks it with his knees. Transfers that into a hammerlock DDT. 2 straight wins in a row for Andrade. That was pretty cool. Did not see that. Stone Cold with a horrible Skype connection. They're doing this thing now where they have Hall of Famers kind of chime in about random thoughts on the show. I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb. King of the Ring returns. I am very excited about King of the Ring. A lot of good matches to look forward to. We're not getting it all in one night. We're getting it through weeks, which I'm like, okay. If I had to pick a winner, it would probably be McIntyre. I feel like we're going to get King McIntyre. If I had to pick a joke win... Okay, if I had to pick a real winner, it would be McIntyre. If I had to pick a joke win, it would be Baron Corbin for King Corbin. But if I had to pick an underdog pick, I want them to do this, but they won't do it. This is my joke, it will never happen pick. Ali wins the tournament. Instead of being King Ali, he declares himself Prince Ali. Make it happen. Won't happen, though. Rey Mysterio's backstage, and he's doing the whole, I can't do this anymore. I'm a loser. I need the support from my family. I like how the whole thing he said he's never had anyone beat him 2 straight times in a row like that. So we're going to have some, this is probably going to lead to Rey bringing back his son, all that stuff. Street Profits are back there talking about Rey. Keep your head up, Rey. Keep your head up. Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander. What a great fucking match. This match was fantastic. Got plenty of time. I don't even know where to start with this match. This match was so good. This is exactly the Drew McIntyre that I missed. And even Cedric, man. Cedric has been taking this push and going to the moon with it. So, end it to the end. Drew takes Cedric back to the ring. Drew looks for a vertical suplex, but Cedric reverses into a small package pin for the 2 count. Drew drops Cedric, climbs the turnbuckle, but then Cedric runs up, hits a Spanish fly off the top rope. Drew comes back with an elbow to the face. Drew looks for the reverse Alabama slam. Cedric reverses into another roll-up. Drew runs up the ropes, nails Cedric with one of the best claymores I've ever seen. Cedric ends up doing a shooting star press out of it. What a great match. Drew McIntyre gets the clean win. And to me, this little rivalry's been pretty great. Awesome spot where Cedric actually hit the lumbar check on the outside. But this was a great match. This is how you use Cedric and Drew McIntyre. You give them good-ass matches like this. Fucking awesome, awesome match. It's really good to see McIntyre not with Shane McMahon anymore. Like, you see, like, right away, people are starting to take this guy seriously again. Bobby Roode versus No Way Jose. Regular match here, and Roode is acting like his normal self. He's just Robert Roode. He felt like the Roode from NXT for a little bit. He starts off strong, glorious DDT, 1, 2, 3. I was actually kind of happy with this. I'm just like, little short match, no bullshit. They're alluding to No Way Jose losing the party people. They were bringing that up on commentary, so we'll see. Revival versus Lucha House Party evolves into the 24/7 champion going nuts. Big old brawl breaks out. Elias ends up winning the 24/7 championship now, so hopefully they do something with that. I feel like Elias could be a fun, entertaining champion. So, big moment of here. Natalia comes out to talk about her dead dad and how, she kind of feels like she's failing him. And then we get the returning Sasha Banks now. Sasha Banks' hair looked a little off, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with her hair? But then we find out when she takes and nails Natty in the face with a forearm, beats the crap out of her to reveal new blue hair. For some reason, she has blue hair, and I don't know why they made that a big deal, but so happy to see Sasha Banks back to being a heel. This is the Sasha Banks I fell in love with in NXT. Like, Sasha Banks was my favorite women's wrestler for a long time in NXT. And babyface Sasha is trash. Let's get that over with. So Sasha's beating the shit out of Natty. Here comes Becky, and Becky starts fighting back. Sasha ends up beating the shit out of her with a chair. Cuff King grabs her and smacks the hell out of her. Good stuff here. And this is the perfect opponent for Becky Lynch, because I feel like Becky Lynch's title run has been downhill. She fought Lacey Evans 100 times and beat her easily every time. They gave her Natty, which was a weird opponent, but they did it because of Canada, and then, that was a fun little match. It was okay. And now, finally, after Ronda Rousey, like, as much as I don't like Ronda Rousey at least felt like a big deal. But now we have Sasha Banks, which I'm very fucking happy for, because instead of Charlotte is really the only big deal woman wrestler I feel like is out there right now that could actually, match Becky's bullshit, but Sasha is definitely one of the choices for that. So happy to see her back. Viking Raiders versus Jobbers. You know how this goes. Viking Raiders, Viking Experience, done. Real quick. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss versus the Kabuki Warriors in a rematch. 1-on-1. Very pissed about this. I thought they were going to do this to correct what they did, but no. I'm telling you right now, the Kabuki Warriors came out so pissed. Asuka looked like she'd rather be anywhere else. Like, why? Why are they not using both these women? Like, they're like, so, like, do you understand how good Asuka and Kairi Sane are? Like, it's like when Io Shirai comes up. Io Shirai, it's the best thing in women's wrestling for me right now. Like, I mean all of it. Like, even the Japanese women's wrestling. Io Shirai is like my favorite thing right now. Evil Io Shirai. And they're going to fucking fuck it up when she comes up too. Alexa tags in, hits Twisted Bliss on Kairi. 1, 2, 3. Fucking trash. These women, oh my god. Like, I'm so sick and tired of Alexa Bliss. I really am. Like, I just don't understand. Because Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles ends up with Seth winning by DQ. AJ misses the Pele kick on Rollins, and Rollins nails him with a super kick. Gallows and Anderson hit the ring out of nowhere and start beating the crap out of Rollins. DQ. All the members of the OC beat the crap out of Rollins. They hit the boot of doom on him. And then, for some reason, Braun Strowman comes out, gets a big pop. It was actually kind of cool. They did this really cool spot where AJ ran to Braun Strowman. He ended up, like, running him, hitting him with a head scissors, but he caught him midway and handed up the power slam. Braun Strowman saves Seth. Braun, Seth, and Ricochet also comes out to help. Are all standing tall. Braun Strowman is looking at Seth Rollins' Universal title. I thought he was going to turn, but no turn. But it looks like Braun is going to be the next challenger, I guess. Really thought it was going to be McIntyre, but I guess Braun is the next challenger for Seth Rollins' Universal title. Did not see that coming. I'm kind of okay with this. This is not bad. I'm kind of okay with this. But next, we get to SmackDown. But Raw was pretty good in general. No Fiend, but I understand they're trying to keep him special. But Cedric versus Drew, go out of your way to see that match. The match was fucking awesome. Sasha Banks returning was fucking huge. I was very excited over that. Raw was pretty good. I'm telling you, this has been a weird streak of really good Raws and pretty decent SmackDown. SmackDown hasn't blown me away, but this SmackDown was actually not that bad either. So, SmackDown, August 13th edition. I think, yes, August 13th edition. Kevin Owens comes out to the ring, starts off the show. The Canadian fans are all eating this up. They're like, it's Big Owens. Owens can do no wrong right now. He's over as fuck, which is awesome. Basically, Shane and Owens are going at it. Basically, Shane is just like, can't believe you would do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to find you, what is it, $100,000. Owens is like losing his mind, saying, dude, that's not a lot of money to you, but that's a lot of money to me. I need that money for my family, family man Kevin Owens. And we move on from there. Backstage, Owens goes to Shane. He's like, you got to rethink this. And Owens is just like, nah, I'm not rethinking nothing. Get the hell out of here. Owens throws a stool and breaks his TV. Then we get Ember Moon versus Charlotte. Great match. Great fucking match. Sucks to see Ember Moon lose, but hey, she did beat Charlotte in like 5 seconds before. But this was a great match. I love this match. Moon ends up hitting a version of the Codebreaker for a 2 count. Charlotte ducks, fires back with a big old boot. Charlotte follows it up with a figure 8 for the win. Tap out. Awesome match. Great match. Looks like Charlotte's definitely going to be the one to take on Bayley next. Hopefully we can get a real champion out of this. Daniel Bryan and Rowan come out to the stage with a microphone. Bryan says they had nothing to do with the attacks on Reigns. He says Buddy Murphy is a liar. Bryan says Murphy caved into lies when Roman was beating the shit out of him, just like all the fans in attendance would have. Bryan says he and Rowan have nothing to do with this, but they're going to find out who did. Again, this is a great storyline. I'm really liking this. We are back to Shane McMahon's locker room for an interview. Joe walks in and he's like, I want a match against Owens tonight. Shane says Joe is going to teach Owens a lesson, and Owens will finally learn respect. Pre-tape promo with Aleister Black saying, hey, who's knocking at the door? I'm waiting. We're probably going to get that Aleister Black Shinsuke match soon, I'm assuming. Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy, and this was a fantastic match. I still enjoyed Cedric and Drew more, but this was definitely one of the best matches on this TV. I give a lot of credit to Buddy Murphy, man. This dude is awesome. Like, legit, he's really good. Like, I'm not the biggest Roman Reigns fan, but this match is great. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Fucking Buddy started the match with a big old B trigger. That's what the fucking Revival are calling it, by the way, the B trigger. Big running knee to start the match. Murphy's hitting him with everything he's got. We get to the end of it. Murphy climbs the turnbuckle, hits a big Meteora, but Reigns catches him, uppercuts him after that. Murphy falls down to the ringside. Reigns follows him to the ringside. Roman connects with a Superman punch off the steps. Back in the ring, Roman hits a disgusting looking spear. Again, turned Murphy inside out for the win. 1, 2, 3. Roman gives him the nod of respect, and what a great fucking match. And they just announced Buddy Murphy versus Daniel Bryan for the next SmackDown. I cannot fucking wait. But this was a star-making performance for Buddy Murphy. He's had some great matches. Like, again, go see his matches with Ali, and you'll see some fucking Buddy Murphy action right there. Like, I'm so happy for him. Like, I'm really happy for a lot of these 205 Live guys. Like, I can't wait for fucking Gulak to make the jump, because that dude's on fucking fire. Gulak is someone to watch out for, dude. I'm telling you right now, this dude is a fucking technical magician. He's so good. Then we make it to Samoa Joe versus Kevin Owens. Elias comes out, says he's going to serve as the enforcer. Usual shenanigans. Owens escapes a clutch attempt by Joe, hits the pop-up powerbomb. Very impressive to hit that bomb. Owens pins, but the ref gets yanked out the ring by Elias. Elias slides in, gets in Owens' face. Joe rolls up Owens, and Elias counts the super fast 3 count. Samoa Joe ends up winning. Elias and Joe run up the ramp, and Owens does not look happy, and then he starts marching up the ring. Daniel Bryan and Rowan walk into the locker room and tell everybody to get out except for Buddy Murphy. And round of applause for Daniel Bryan's mic work, dude. This guy's heel mic work is fucking awesome. He just looks at him and he's just got this evil eye saying, Murphy, you lied. Admit to everyone that you lied. Murphy's not responding. You know, he just got beat the shit out of him by Roman Reigns. And Rowan starts beating the crap out of him. And Bryan is just yelling at him, tell them the truth. Admit that you lied. And Murphy's like, okay, he lied. Bryan says he hates liars and beats the shit out of Murphy some more. Roman Reigns is briefly backstage and he looking for Daniel Bryan and Rowan. We get the New Day versus the Revival and Randy Orton. I kind of like this group of the Revival and Randy Orton. They were, I don't know why, they just kind of reminded me of Legacy in a weird way, but shit breaks loose after this, but Dawson comes in, and the Revival gives Big E a big double DDT. Kofi gets attacked, starts cleaning house. Kofi hits a suicide dive out to ringside of Randy. Back in the ring, Woods starts fighting off the Revival members with punches and chops. Dawson tags in. They double team Woods for the Shatter Machine. Dawson covers for the 3 count, and finally, the fucking Revival get a win. Revival and Randy Orton get a win. After the bell, Dash and Dawson starts beating the crap out of Woods and Big E. Kofi runs in for the save. Randy comes in, beats the shit out of him. It's a big RKO on Kofi. Picks up Woods, big RKO on him. Picks up Big E, big RKO. Picks up Kofi and gives him another RKO. Tombstone RVD style. That was a great fucking RKO. Good stuff here. I guess the Randy and Kofi rivalry continues, which I'm okay with because I really want Randy to win, but we'll see. I still think The Fiend would be the perfect choice to end Kofi's title run, but we'll see. Roman Reigns enters Daniel Bryan and Rowan's locker room. Bryan tells Reigns to apologize to him just like he did to Joe. Bryan tells Reigns they've been conducting their own investigation and they know who did it. And they'll tell him next week. SmackDown goes off the air. But Buddy Murphy and Roman Reigns, great fucking match. Daniel Bryan on my screen is fucking magical. Love this dude's mic work all of a sudden. Ember Moon and Charlotte was fucking great. But SmackDown was pretty good. I thought SmackDown was pretty good. Even Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe was a nice little surprise. The Revival picking up a win is always a positive, so SmackDown gets 2 thumbs up from me. NXT. We have Breezango. Breezango faces the Forgotten Sons. This is the return of Fandango. I don't know. I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of mad that they put Breezango back together. I feel like you could have done something with Fandango going on his own and being weird how he was with Johnny Curtis. And I'm not ready for Tyler Breeze's single run to come to an end. Like, I feel like this guy could have won the NXT title, but I don't know. I feel like they're gonna. I'm pretty sure Fandango's gonna turn on Breeze. This has heel turn written all over it. But Fandango and Steve Cutler start off the match. Forgotten Sons are truly fucking underrated. These guys are real heels, by the way. Cutler went for a roll up, but Fandango wouldn't go down. He danced a little bit. You know, he was doing all that dancing shit. He was really hyped up, which is cool. But Blake hit Fandango with a Frankensteiner and tagged in Cutler. Steve connected with a diving headbutt, went for the cover. Breeze broke it up. Blake tagged in. Fandango knocked them both over the outside. Fandango did a big dive to the outside to both of them. Rolled them in the ring. Fandango hit an elbow drop on Cutler for the pinfall. I always hate them. Breezango's tag team finisher is kind of lame. It's kind of like that old thing John Morrison and The Miz used to do. It's very like the Rockers used to do it. It's a very simple tag team maneuver. But Jordan Miles ended up fighting Cameron Grimes. Good little match here. The crowd didn't seem to really kind of give a fuck, which kind of hurt the match to me. But I thought the match was kind of cool. Jordan hit a boot to the face. They went for the Brain Buster. Then Brain Buster. He climbed up the top rope. 450 splash. Pin. 1, 2, 3. Jordan Miles wins the NXT Breakout Tournament, a.k.a. CH. He gets the title shot of his choice, which we... Spoiler alert, 1, 2, 3. He's going to pick Adam Cole. He's going to pick Adam Cole from the NXT tapings. But it is announced that Matt Riddle will face Killian Dane next week on NXT. And that was pretty much NXT. Nothing too crazy here. Kind of a meh episode of NXT. But again, NXT is usually always good. It's only an hour. but not for long. Like I said, I am scared to death of NXT going to fucking USA Network. I'm really scared to death of it. Like I just feel like shit. I feel like Vince McMahon is just gonna ruin this. Like it's pretty much gonna go. This is all just being done to go head to head with AEW. Like I said, this doesn't have to be a war. It doesn't have to. Like this could just be, let's just let AEW do their thing. This doesn't have to be. It's wartime. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's up for me. That's up for me. But not a long episode. Again, not a lot to really talk about this week in wrestling other than the usual suspect. No New Japan news, really. Not even no AEW. But we got All Out coming on very soon. I'm very fucking excited for that. But I don't know. NXT UK. I had some thoughts on NXT UK. I finally caught up. And Tyler Bate seems to be the one getting the title shot at NXT Takeover Cardiff against Walter. I like this rivalry, how it's built up. I don't really get to talk about NXT UK because I kind of watch it on the side. Because I can't, faithfully review NXT UK because I let it stack up and then I watch it. Same thing with 205 Live. Like, 205 Live is a shit. Good ass matches, but I can't review it because I don't watch it every week. I let it stack up and then I binge watch it. But, I don't know. I haven't really been enjoying Wyatt. I don't like Walter. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like Walter. So, I like Imperium. Like, I love the whole group. Not Desmond Wolf. I almost said fucking Desmond Wolf. I wish. Fucking R.I.P. Nigel McGuinness. Fucking Alexander Wolf ended up having a great fucking match with, what's his name? The Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin, mini Finn Balor, even minier Finn Balor, if that was possible. That was a pretty good match. Like, there has been some good matches. The whole rivalry with Rhea Ripley and Piper Niven has been pretty great. How they just beat the shit out of each other wherever they see each other. But, the rivalry with Tyler Bate and Walter has actually been kind of interesting. Because, Walter took him out, beat the shit out of Trent Seven, beat the shit out of Pete Dunne. They pretty much destroyed British Strong Style one by one. But Tyler Bates been coming back. Tyler Bates actually been coming to pretty good promos too. And he's just been getting the one-up on Walter for a little bit now after his return. And I really hope Tyler Bate takes it. Like I said, Tyler Bate is so fucking good. This guy is 21 years old. And he's like legit. He's one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. Like, he's that good. I'm not even hyping him up. Tyler Bate is a big, strong boy. Like, this guy is pretty damn good. It's such a bummer he's so short because he's never going to get used to his full potential. Same thing with Pete Dunne. He's never going to get used to his full potential. But, dude, Tyler Bate is fucking awesome. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to NXT Cardiff. I'm a big fan of the tag team champions, mostly James Drake. I think James Drake is severely underrated. I think he's really fucking good. I like the whole documentary thing they've been doing with Eddie Dennis. I actually started liking Eddie Dennis. I didn't like him in the beginning, but I really enjoy that man's promo work. I think he's been doing fantastic promo work, and these little promo packages are kind of helping. So that's pretty much it for NXT UK. So that's pretty much it for me. Follow the podcast, follow the YouTube channel, use K92. Hit up the email address, bkdragon92, for any questions you want to ask, I can answer on the show. And that's it for me, guys. Watch wrestling. Peace out.